With the goal of putting astronauts on the moon before 2030, China has launched a fresh crew for its space station. On Tuesday, China sent a fresh crew of 3 individuals to its orbiting space station, with the goal of landing astronauts on the moon before the decade is over. At just after 1:30 a.m. GMT on Tuesday, the Long March 2F rocket launched the Shenzhou 16 spacecraft from the Jiuquan Launch Center located at the edge of the Gobi Desert in northwestern China. China's inaugural civilian astronaut will be part of the crew that will briefly intersect with the 3 members currently on board the Tiangong station, who will subsequently come back to Earth upon finishing their half-year mission. In November, a 3rd module was installed at the station, and program officials for the space program have announced their intentions to enlarge it further, as well as plan a crewed mission to the moon by 2030. The reason behind China constructing its own space station is primarily due to their exclusion from the International Space Station, which was largely attributed to the US's apprehensions regarding the close connection between the Chinese space programs and the People's Liberation Army, the military wing of the Communist Party in power. In 2003, China became the 3rd country to independently launch a manned space mission, following the former Soviet Union and the US. For their upcoming mission, Major General Jing Haipeng, who is embarking on his 4th spaceflight, will be accompanied by payload expert Gui Haichao, a professor at Beijing's leading aerospace research institute, and spacecraft engineer Zhu Yangzhu. For a duration of approximately 5 months, the crew will remain stationed on the facility, performing routine maintenance tasks and conducting scientific experiments. The current mission is set in the context of a competition with the United States to achieve new feats in space. This rivalry, though generally amicable, is indicative of an intensifying struggle for dominance and sway in the realms of technology, military, and diplomacy. Currently, it is believed that America's spending, supply chains, and capabilities give it a notable advantage over China. Despite this, China has made some strides in certain areas, such as returning samples from the moon after decades and successfully landing a rover on the uncharted far side of the lunar surface. By collaborating with private sector players like SpaceX and Blue Origin, the United States government intends to fulfill its renewed commitment to crewed missions by returning astronauts to the lunar surface before the conclusion of 2025. Apart from their individual lunar missions, both nations have also successfully deployed Mars rovers, and China intends to emulate the United States by landing a spacecraft on an asteroid. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.